everybody? Welcome back to the SoCal Dram Tram. I'm Matt.
And I'm Caesar.
And today, before we get back to this fancy looking fun bottle that you know it and you love it, we just want to say, hey, did you know that 83% of the views on this channel come from people who are probably just like you, who are not subscribed? So what are you doing? Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's fun, and we drop a brand new review every Wednesday. To all the returning viewers of the hashtag Dram Fam, hey, we appreciate you sticking around. Nonetheless, everybody click that little bell. That way you know whenever we drop a brand new video. Caesar, what do we got on the bar today, my friend?
Today we got something from your bar, my brother.
That's right. Today we got the return of an old friend. This must be bottle number 10 of Elijah Craigh from this channel. But we got the new Elijah Craigh Barrel Proof Batch C921. That's right. It's a C batch, which means Matt and Caesar are going to probably love it. Let's get into it. So, folks, it's another Elijah Craigh. That means you don't get no history with this video. Because we've done plenty of Elijah Craigh on this channel. And you probably have heard of Elijah Craigh if you are even a casual whiskey drinker. Nonetheless, this is the Elijah Craigh Barrel Proof Batch C921. That's right. Can you believe it? We got a batch of C batch within the same year.
Yeah, I know.
We're not doing this in January.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that makes 2 C batches for 2021 for us. Needless to say, super excited to get into this. You can check out our reviews of batch C920 up here. And we had a lot of fun with that bottle. We really liked it. But more importantly, you can check out our hashtag bottle of wow. That's right, Scotch Test Dummies, excuse me. That was batch C919 for us. That one was
peanut butter Reese's cup for me.
Chef's kiss on that one. I think that one made your top 5 last year. Mistaken. We went straight to barrel proof today, folks. So what are you expecting? I mean, again, we're not going to give you any pads and treats. It's Elijah Craigh.
And again, I always say, I'm expecting something good. With this one, I'm dead expecting something good. Like, if this is not good, I am severely disappointed because the C batches have yet to disappoint me. The B batches have disappointed me.
We did do the batch B520, and a lot of people rated that one. And again, you can check that review out up here. And that comes with a little bonus of a comparison to C919. And safe to say for us, we dug the C batch more than we did the B. And then we got the C batch from 2020, and we were thoroughly just like, this is even better. Have yet to get our hands on an A batch, and I really want to get one of those at some point. So hopefully we can get one for next year with what would that be? A122. Funny thing about this one, and again, Elijah Craigh Barrel Proof, it's 12-year-old bourbon. This one, if I'm not mistaken, it's the lowest proof point of this year's batches. So this is only going to be 60.1% or 120.2%.
So it should be more flavor then, technically.
I mean, not necessarily that it should be more flavor, but it shouldn't be as punchy in the face. But I mean, again, it's still 60% alcohol.
True.
So
more than the average.
It's still going to be, 20 points higher than your standard for whiskey, right? So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do.
So this is a neck pour. For me, candied peanuts. Like, there's a strong peanut note coming off of this for sure. Followed by a little bit of like Jiffy Pop popcorn.
It's funny you say Jiffy because I was going to say it reminds me of sweet smelling tires. Like if the rubber from a tire was like sprinkled in sweetness, that's what I feel it would smell like.
Like when you get the a-holes on the street that want to play Fast Furious?
No, not burning rubber. Like fresh, like brand new rubber, Oh. I actually like that smell, to be honest. I think it smells good.
I often forget that you like worked as a shoreman kind of thing.
Yeah.
subtle nose for 60%.
Yeah, because after the first pull was like, ooh, and then after that, it's like every single pull after that was like, all right, it's good. I'm there for it.
Like I'll say that the nosing, like the C920 so far has been just the holy crap.
Yeah,
you know
better.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it was better.
And transferred from nosing to palate for sure. But this one it's subtle.
Yeah,
it's reminding me of the B batch because I couldn't get much out of it. So we'll see. And again,
the more it airs out, actually, the more
you're getting more. Like there's, now I'm gonna get a little bit more of that vanilla.
Yeah, I get more vanilla now.
Not getting much brown sugar. I guess I'm getting a little bit of that oak spice. It's like it's almost like we're like, I just want to cherish the nose. I don't want to jump into the palate. I honestly, I'm so floored that we're getting this in actual 2021.
Interesting. I need to keep drinking.
That's what my daddy said when he met my mom. I'm just kidding. I mean, he might have. I don't know. Ooh, that back end kick.
Yeah, it kicks at the end. It's not a sweet kick though. Like the last two C batches was always a sweet kick at the end. Yeah, you had
that peanut buttery caramel sweetness.
Yeah, this one not so much.
This is like, the finish is a little bit like a burned popcorn.
Okay.
Like, and maybe that burn note is a spice that I'm not quite picking out. But it's kind of got a bitter note to it. Not like vegetal, but like a bitter coffee.
I feel that. And I think that's the reason why I feel it's not as good as the last two C batches I had. Because it's a little bit more bitter than it is sweet this time around.
Again, this may need to open up. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a neck pour. But the other two were neck pours, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And holy crap.
Yeah. Yep.
I was saying off camera that it would be fun, maybe sometime in January to do a side-by-side comparison of the C batches that we have, because now we have 3, and kind of see which one comes out on top. Get what I did there? But let us know in the comments if you'd like to see something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
it feels like it's struggling to open up.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. This C921 is way better than any of the B batches I've had. But as far as
only been one, to be fair.
I thought we had two
we
B
only
batches.
Had one.
Okay.
Because we didn't get this year's.
Well, I guess
I could still get it if we want to.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's off camera.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know. Compared to the last time we got one.
It's higher proof.
But then again, also this time this one's not as good as I expected either. So this is number 3 out of the 3 C batches I've had. But I almost wonder if it has to do with that, like them watering it down more to lower the proof. I wonder if
I don't think they watered it down. I think that's just what the barrel ended up being, right? Because I think with barrel proofing and barrel strength and all that good stuff, right? They're not watering it down. It's just what that proof happens to be for that barrel, right? So if that's where this landed, that's where it landed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I don't know shit about shit.
No.
As we've said in the past.
I forgot it is a barrel proof.
I will say this. It is not offensively bad. It's not even just bad, or it's just a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's not... It's just kind of there. And again, it may just need to sit in a corner and think about what it's done, and come back to it after some air's gotten to it. And who knows, maybe with water, this whole thing changes. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of what we do and how we try this, because you never know. But right now, it's just not giving much other than, it's bourbon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think right now, if I put this against like an Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, I wouldn't be able to pick out which is which. You know what I mean? Like, I think they are so similar right now.
I agree.
Again, as this goes down, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think right now, it's just tastes like good quality bourbon. Like, this is not bad. It's just not barrel proof good. Yeah. If that makes sense.
For at least what Elijah Craigh has had to offer.
The reality is, last week we did that Frey Ranch, which you can check out up here, and that one kind of rocked our socks off. When I bought that bottle, I went in looking for this because I'm like, I know it's hit the shelves. I know I want to get it, but hey, I can't find it.
Hey, with water, I actually get a little bit more out of it.
Okay. I put 6 drops. What'd you put in?
I only put 4, but
okay,
yeah.
So talk me through it. What do you think?
I think it stretched out the sweetness. Like
it did get sweet.
Like at first without water, it's very tad bit sweet, and then it's more bitter, like you were saying. But with the water, I feel like it's pulling the strings on the sweetness. It's like, all right, well, let's bring this out more. I think with water, it did justice to me, and it's better with water for me on this time around with this bottle than without water.
Yeah, I'm with you. The water really opened up the honey peanut, kind of like you buy the Planters nuts, right?
Yeah,
the honey roasted peanuts, like it's a little bit sweeter. The vanilla's still present with the water, which was funny. Like the vanilla was kind of bouncing all over the place for me. Like I got it on the nose neat, did not show up on the palate. I'm getting it on the palate with the water. So it's just like, what? Again, I think this one may need to sit in the corner and figure out what it's done. But with the water, for sure on this one so far, like maybe 59.5 is the sweet spot for this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, it's not bad. It's just subpar to the other sea batches.
Yeah. Yep.
But again, it is opening up with water. Like even now, and it's still, like the one thing I will say for it, it still has a finish. Like it's still going.
Yeah.
So even though the finish isn't like super strong one way or the other, it does last a long time. And with the water, it turns into kind of like a sweet corn, like sweet creamed corn. Like I'm thinking,
I was gonna say it almost reminds me of candy corn too.
Yeah, a little bit. Like there's a certain like sugary note to it, but for me, it's like barbecue Midwest sweet creamed corn with your barbecue. Like that's what I'm getting on the finish on this one, which is again a lot more than I could say neat.
Yeah, that has me struggling too to mark a rating on this.
More spicy as it's kind of evolved with the water, which is interesting, right? Because you would think, oh, spicy, we don't really dig on it, but in this case, it at least adds a little character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so what are you thinking on a score? Because I still need some time with this one.
So retail at 80.
Retail is technically 65. I paid 80 because a lot of people nowadays are, and I picked this up at Cypress Craft, shout out to Sam and Sean. A lot of liquor stores nowadays are doing like little bundles, and depending on the liquor store you shop at, you get a secondary bottle of who knows what.
Wheatley vodka.
In this particular instance, I got pumpkin pie liqueur. So do with that what you will. Although I may try to make some sort of like pumpkin eggnog out of it, we'll see. It's not completely useless to me yet. But the point is, I only paid about $80, which is $15 above retail. But again, everywhere is starting to do these bundles, and depending on where you go, they will be more than that. Your guy that I know you frequent a lot was doing what, like 120,
110 with a handle of
Evan
bottle
Williams.
And bond,
and it's like Evan Williams handle is $25.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like that's still a pretty hefty markup for this.
That's 85, yeah.
So where are you thinking?
So I think because of the proof point and it being barrel proof, I think I'm going to go with a 3. But if it wasn't barrel proof or whatnot, I'd probably go with a 2.5 just because I know they can do better. So for now, I'm going to just leave it at a 3 because I'm pretty sure it's going to get better and tasted pretty good with the water. But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I'm not going to lie. On this one, I wasn't hyping myself up because obviously every batch is going to be a little bit different. But there is a certain level of expectation, right? Where you know it's like, hey, this batch is usually fire. Right?
Yeah.
Like when I walked in there today and I was like, I saw the little bundle on the table and I was like, oh, there's all B's. I'm like, got any more C's? He's like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, okay, cool. I think the lack of a wow factor, the lower proof point, which again, it's the barrel. You're at the mercy of the barrel at that point. I'm going 2.5. And the reason why I'm going to go 2.5 on this one is not the price, not the proof, not the fact that it's a little lacking, but it's just the consistency in which I've rated the other ones, I guess, right? Where it's like, if you identify with my particular palate, right? Like there's somebody out there who's like, man, I really identify with how Matt drinks, how he rates, how the whiskeys he likes, whatever the case may be, right? And I tell you like this is a 3.5, you may be disappointed because my honest feelings on it, it's a 2.5, right? If I just, even if I paid retail for this, I think it's a 2.5 because it's not wowing me like the previous C batches, but it's also not like offensively bad. Like I'll still drink this, but you know what I mean? Like, I guess the easiest way to say it is if I was looking to proof up a cocktail with a bourbon, I would use this before I'd use the other C batches. You know what I mean? So it's just my least favorite of the three. Yeah. And again, when some air gets to this, maybe we do a side by side and see how this one fares. Yeah. But again, for me right now, it's a 2.5. What'd you go, 3?
Yeah.
So it's a 3 from Caesar. It's a 2.5 from me. You got anything else you want to add on the bottle?
Now, what about you, brother?
Fantastic. Well, nothing else on the bottle, but I do want to say, hey, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that we are crazy? That's okay if you do, but hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on there as well. Also, don't forget, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's fun, and we drop a brand new review every Wednesday. Also, we just celebrated 2 years on this channel. Check out our 100th review right up here. We reviewed the Crowded Barrel Alliance Series review and Illusion Whiskey. It was fantastic. You can also check out these other reviews right here. Until next time, stay safe, drink well, getting closer to Christmas. All aboard! Catch you next time. Hey everybody, hope you liked that video.
Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications.
And don't forget to subscribe.